to NuMediaTV on Facebook, Endemic, Terrorism, Herdsmen crisis, Cultism, ritual killings, high level of child mortality, inequality, unemployment, poor education and infrastructure, tribalism, nepotism and home violence in southwest Yoruba land of Nigeria, more than 60 years after independence from the United Kingdom. Share the live stream and enjoy it. Your host is Frank Bello.
Yes, I'm to episode of the Bleeding Edge that we started together over a year ago. Yes, nobody knew that Nigeria was bleeding to death. Maybe I had the foresight, yes, and many other people never saw the fact that Nigeria was only bleeding to death. Yes, it is Saturday, the 24th day of the 9th month of September 2022. Yes, the time currently in London, according to the console, right in front of my screen is 14:47, and from the weather prediction, I think it is probably raining somewhere around the country, but it is quite sunny from where I am. Yes, in central London. Welcome to episode 200 of the Bleeding Edge. Yes, I'm your host. Yes, the most notorious, ridiculous, nasty, brutal Frank Bello. Yes, we are going to dig it hard. And don't forget, yes, tomorrow, yes, I've got Prince Kasim Afegboa in the house. Yes, IBB spokesman. Yes, is going to be my guest. I'm going to remind you, many of you I know, some of you've called me privately to say, oh, you're looking forward to a very nice job between Kasim and I. It's going to be very interesting, Yes, you can clearly see the mess they've created in the last 62 years. Yes, Adekoya Jagumolu, yes, you are welcome. You said, Adekoya Jagumolu, bring it on. Yes, I should bring on Kasim Afegboa. You said, yes. Let me post your comment. Bring Kasim Afegboa on, Baba. Yes, thank you so much for that. Adekoya Jagumolu again, you said, where have you been, Baba? Highly controversial Frank the Bello. Thank you. Yes, you missed me greatly. Yes, Kasim's been taking my time. Yes, since he came into the country. Yes, Ifeoma Nwobodo. Yes, good evening to you. Yeti Queen, good afternoon. Steve Osage. Yes, the Edo man. Your Edo man is going to be my guest. Steve Osage, yes. Why don't you take Kasim on? Ayoka Bamidele, yes. Eberechuku Wadeke, yes. Good evening to you. Yes, yes. I love you all. Yes, thank you, dear, for this awesome tune that I just commissioned you to do for me, and I've been slammed many times by Sony Music. Dear, you won't believe this, that Sony Music continue to slam me because of this tune that you waxed for me. You see, because you see, I'll tell you more about that. Abe Igi Orombo, yes. And those of you that are not commenting, I think I can spot you. You are not, you're silent watchers, but I can still see you. Amina Olayinka, I can see you. Oba Matthew, I can equally see you. Adekoya Jagumolu, let me post your comment. You said you are a voice to reckon with in Yoruba struggle. How is that? Wow. Well, I doubt it. I think I'm gonna go straight into that as well today, because the Yoruba agitation is a mess. Yes, it is a mess, complete mess. Yes, Yoruba nation is a mess. witness. Yes, we will probably touch on that. Yes, share the show now, guys. Yes, you are welcome to another great show. Yes, I hope I meet you guys well. Yes, let me just get this back on so that I can spy on many of you. Yeah, I want to spy on some of you here, to be very honest with you. Yeah. Yes, I am back now. Yeah, I think for some reason or the other, the studio suddenly locked me out. And now we're back. Yeah, I can see everything in there. Narada Franklin. Yes, Narada Franklin is watching the live stream right all the way from Moscow in Russia. James Coker, I can equally support you. Yes, episode 200 of The Bleeding Edge is exactly what we are going into today. Earlier on, I posted this to alert you that Prince Kasim Afebwa is going to be, Kasim Afebwa, IBB's spokesman, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida's spokesman. Yes, he's going to be in the studio tomorrow. It's coming live. And I posted this earlier on. Let's do this. Earlier on, to alert you of the notification, this came live.
Yes, hi guys, hi everyone. Yes, I sincerely hope I meet you guys well, in top form and in good spirit. Yes, this is not the usual broadcast that you guys are used to. As you can see, I'm actually outside. I'm somewhere around Sorry. And I've got someone who is very important. Yes, Bola Castro. Yes, you're welcome. Good evening to you. It's not the normal studio, as you can see. Right somewhere around the English countryside in Sorry, and I've actually got with me here Prince Kasim Afebwa. That name. I'm pretty sure rings a bell. Yes, Beshi, nice to see you, Princess Lola Charming. Yes, nice to see you. This is coming straight on my Facebook page, and I'm not on NuMediaTV or HALLO magazine. Yes, I can see some of you already trooping in. I've been offline for a while. Yes, it's really tough and extremely difficult. Now, today, I'm going to tilt the camera to that side. Prince Kasim Afebwa is here live in London with me, and on Sunday, the purpose of this live stream is to alert you guys that the man, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida's spokesman. Yes, I'm here with him in his hotel room somewhere in rural England. Okay, guys, he's here. And on Sunday, he's going to be my guest at 6 o'clock London time. Some of the things that you've never heard before, and some of those issues that you've never seen me grill people on. It's going to be very hot on Sunday. Prince Afegwa, let me tilt the camera so that you say hello to our people. That is Prince.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's always the
camera towards you here.
It's always a pleasure to engage you, to be with you here in London. I've come several times.
Yeah.
We've interacted, we have engaged. And in the spirit of keeping the narrative ongoing, we will be prepared to listen to your questions, to provide answers based on our own informed knowledge, based on our understanding.
I know you are up to the task. I know I'm going to give you a very rough ride. It's not going to be easy.
It's not like rough ride. It's about speaking facts and speaking truth to power.
Okay, yes.
It's simple as that. And don't forget that we're entering into another election season. Barely 5 days.
That is going. We're going to talk about that as well in my interaction.
We are sure that
we're going to touch. Okay, we're going to touch. Are you still General Ibrahim Babangida's spokesman?
everything is spokesman. I was a spokesman to PD Presidential Campaign Council 2019. I've just resigned my appointment from my membership of the PDP.
Yeah, we are aware of that. I'm aware of all
I'm
that.
in support of Southern presidency.
And we will talk about that. We will talk about that.
Because you know, friend.
Yes, you've touched on some very, very difficult issue, and I'm going to take your mind back to those days as well, when IDB was nursing the ambition to come back to power. I don't really want to say much, but I'm going to leave that on.
I think what we speak more now, which is one of the fallout of our activities to mark his 81st birthday, was provoking a platform to discuss the IDB legacy dialogue and the issues in contemporary political discourse in Nigeria. And so, IDB is 81. They can only offer advice, but it's our responsibility as young Nigerians to also keep the narrative ongoing. The things he did rightly, those he did wrongly, what informed his decisions, and all of that, and how the public can benefit from those decisions that he took right, and how they can learn their lessons from those things he did wrong. So, for me, I think the greater responsibility is about looking forward to 2023.
The question, I don't really want to put words into your mouth for now, Kasim, because I'm going to reserve some of those tough, difficult questions until Sunday, when I'm able to tackle you professionally and when I am at peace in the studio and you are at peace as well within yourself. Now, 2023, I want you to please prepare your mind. Will there be any 2023 in Nigeria?
There will be.
We will talk about
There will
that.
be election in February and there will be new leadership in February.
Okay, because I
have assurances. We are part and parcel of the particular political players back home in Nigeria. It's our country. We may have our challenges.
Nigeria is your country. Okay, we're going to touch on that as well. Knowing fully well exactly the actions and the reactions that came after what I did, which obviously I know many of you are not really too happy about. Now, okay, I'm going to talk about that. Okay, guys, so it's a date on Sunday, 6 p.m. London time. Yes, I'm going to put Prince Kasim Afegwa to the task. He's going to be my guest, and I'm going to really wind him up to his talk, and I know you guys should be looking forward to that. So Sunday, before he's out of the country, so we're going to do it. Alaja Falake Alawi, I can see you. Yeah, I can see many of you. Yes, I can see. Yeah, thank you. Leshi, Tolu Alashe, that is Yatobi there. Yes, I can see all of you. So guys, Alaji Jaji Al-Huda, yes, on Sunday. I'll be having Prince Kasim February in the studio. Make it a date, share it so that other people can get this notification as well. If you're my Mobodo, listen, on Sunday, I'm bringing a very big fish into the studio. Prince Kasim February. Guys, please share it around. Rather than make up an advert and post it onto my timeline, you can easily share this and let the people be aware. 6 o'clock, Sunday evening, London time. I salute you all. So until that time, peace and take good care of yourselves. And I'll see you then. Goodbye.
Yes, indeed. The day is tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock, London time. Kasim is going to be right here, ready to be grilled. Tomorrow, I'm going to indulge each and every one of you to be civil. Kasim and many of the key power brokers in location 9, they know my stand. They know where I stand. In as much as I'm an IBB person, to which I've never hidden my affection and my love for IBB amongst all the leaders. I've never hidden it. But sometimes, if I have to group and put all the leaders together, I cannot spare Ibrahim Babangida. I'll have to put him in the same league. But if I have to separate the weed from the shaft, yes, I've got a very, very soft spot in my heart for Babangida, and I've never hidden it. Tomorrow, I'll indulge each and every one of you to be very, very civil. You can ask, you can post your questions, you can phone in the voice over internet protocol, the number +44 0208 1800433 will be on. You can ring in when the phone line is opened for you to ask Kasim questions that you feel in your hearts of hearts. It's been bothering you, and you need a clear vision or answers to those questions. It could be anything. Some of the things that you've taken for granted or you are not too clear about. Yes, he's one of the key players. He's one of the stakeholders. Ask him. Be civil. If you are not civil enough, tomorrow, let me assure you, I'll kick you out of the show. Love, Doris. Louis Peter. Good evening. Episode 200 of the hashtag Bleeding Edge is exactly what we are dealing with today. The time currently in London is 15:07. Today is Saturday, the 24th day of the 9th month of September 2022. I want to show you something. Ide Kelvin, good evening. I hope you guys, you've shared this broadcast on your individual walls. You know, like Kasim said, speak truth to power. 2023 still on my mind. You want to ask Kasim anything about 2023? Bring it on. You want to ask him about Biafra, Yoruba Nation, Atiku, Peter Obi, Bola Tinubu? Bring it on. I will make sure, let me assure you, I will make sure that in tomorrow's interaction with Prince Afebwa, each and every one of you, your voice will be heard. I'm not going to leave none of you unattended. Be prepared. Think very carefully about what is deeply paining you in your hearts of hearts. Yes, Kasim Afebwa is IBB's spokesman. Maybe some of you would like to get clarifications on who killed Delegiwa. The answer will be provided for you tomorrow. June 12th, annulment. Kasim is better equipped to throw more light into those dark grayish area for you. The killing of Mamamvatsa, he's equally up to the task. I will assure you. Anything you want to ask him. Is Ibrahim Babangida gay? Some people say Babangida is gay. Come up with anything you want to, that is already buried in your brains from any media propaganda and the rest of it, and you get clarification. This is not going to come from my own mouth. You remember, I've said it time after time. I've spent good quality times with the same man. If I was not privileged to spend those quality time, I'll probably be vibrating on the same wavelength as you. Nana Moran, thank you, good evening. Nana Moran, you said hello and good day, Mr. Bello. You are indeed a journalist. Thank you. One thing I've been told, and many of you don't forget, I was a George Goodman's Award recipient, the top highest award, honors and award from the London College of Printing, where I studied publishing management. And I'm still saying it, I'm one of the finest of British when it comes to my field. And I think I've discharged my duties to humanity on a fair playing level. Adeshomoju Akimboye, thank you. You said, Dr. Bello, episode 200, in preparation for the big day tomorrow. Let me prepare your mind. And your mind that I want to prepare, I want to take you through memory lane. And that memory lane will surely get you wired up, because I want to provoke you, the viewers across the whole world, because you are all scattered in different parts of the world watching the live stream. Thank God for technology. So in as much as I want to provoke you into action, to provoke Kasim, I want to provoke Kasim as well. I want to prepare your mind to provoke you, so that you can provoke that big fish, because you can never see Kasim anyhow on any media. Anyhow, he doesn't grant interview. Well, if I have to say yes, if he's in England, and if I have to say yes based on my recommendation, because there are so many riffraffs and unprofessional people who now maroon themselves as journalists without training, and because Facebook and YouTube and social media has made broadcasting very cheap, and for them to actually air the view. I want to provoke your mind. This in preparation for tomorrow. See, I've just blew this up. This car you are looking in front of you, I remember this car. Peugeot 505. It was assembled by Pan Motors Many of you perhaps don't know what PAN means. PAN is an abbreviation for Peugeot Automobile Nigeria. That car, 505, came in 505 Peugeot 505 GR and Peugeot 505 SR. The SR is the top range, just like Peugeot 504. There was GL, there was GR, and there was SR. See, when Location 9 was a fully functional society, the United Arab Emirates, UAE, was no match to Location 9. As a matter of fact, Nigeria was the envy of the black nation because we had PAN, Peugeot Automobile Nigeria. So also we had VW, Volkswagen assembly plant in Location 9. Not only that, foreign investment in the country was huge. What went wrong? Are we cursed as a nation? And if so, who cursed Nigeria? Many people will say to you, if Nigeria can make it, other black African nations in the world will make it. To prepare your mind for the caliber of questions that you can pose to Kasim. I've just given you guys an insight I've just given you an insight. This is not all. I gathered that the naira perhaps will soon hit 1,000 naira to the dollar. These are some of the things I want you to get yourselves prepared, because let me tell you something. For Kasim to appear on my show outside Nigeria, your voice and whatever you have to put across to Kasim will filter straight through to powers that be. Make no mistakes. This is not a nasty, rubbish Yoruba people agitating, cursing themselves. When decisions are made, decision makers will look at issues based on presentations and facts. "46 years ago." You all remember this. Hope 93, June 12. For you to get clarifications on the key players of June 12 and why that election that was considered the best and the fairest elections ever conducted in the history of Nigeria went the other way around. You can clearly see the man with the occultic sign of the infinity on his head, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sani Abacha, MKO Abiola. You can clearly see Al Mustafa at the back here, and there Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bring it on. The best I can offer many of you guys right now is the opportunity to ask many of the actors how you feel, what went wrong. Narada Franklin, Abiyo Omotobe's good afternoon to you. Narada Franklin, let me post your comment. You said IBB did not kill Mamman Vatsa. Mamman Vatsa was smuggled out of Nigeria to Saudi Arabia. Delegiwa saw Mamman Vatsa in Saudi Arabia. It was also one of the reasons IBB killed Delegiwa. I don't know. Narada Franklin, I want to stay neutral here. Maybe tomorrow you want to ring in and argue this out with Kasim, who will then throw more light into this for you and for the rest of the world. I'm not really an Abiola person. Okay, look at this. Many of you still remember this, don't you? Bata shoes. Let me show you this. This is Bata Cortina. Many of you probably don't know this. This was when Nigeria was Nigeria. And they've got their retail outlets across the nooks and crannies of Location 9 called Nigeria. I came across this old advert of Bata shoes, especially this one, Bata Cortina. It was designed in such a way that, look, it will last forever. Bata shoes. Look at this. I stumbled across this receipt as well. John Holt see, Allen's John Holt, and this was a receipt for this Ijakpa. We call this Ijakpa, Beatles, Ijakpa. Look at this. Allen's, a division of John Holt Limited. So you can see the receipt number. Ibadan branch. You can clearly see the date, 8/4/1982. You can see received with thanks from Mr. Ramon Oyewole Akomu, E9. That happens to be the postcode. Ibadan is the only city and the only place in Nigeria with a postcode like the UK. E92520. 3,000 naira and 80 something paid for one by VW 1500 Beetle. 1500 happens to be the engine capacity. 3,908 naira 40 kobo for that car. Ijakba. We call this car Ijakba. In fact, this was the older model. The model that my father bought for us in cash. I'll tell you the registration number. LSB, and ZAB paid 500 naira. The light wasn't like this. These were the newer model. Anybody that knows that registration number, Lagos State, LSB. There was LS, the registration in Lagos at the time, and in many parts of Nigeria. LS. Then after LS got exhausted, LSA then came, registration came into being, and then after LSA, then LSB, LSC, LSD. Look at that. 1982. A whole car, brand new, just a little bit under 4,000 naira. I'm preparing your mind. Ask Kasim what went wrong. I'm not just doing this because these were some of the, you see, I'm bringing, let me assure you, whatever that is discussed here tomorrow and the questions you will put up to Kasim, it will end up in Nigeria's main media stream. Thank you, Esther Ewetuga. You said precisely. Narada Franklin, let me post your comment. You said Kasim Afegbua is irrelevant to you. He has nothing to tell me that I don't know, that I don't already know. You are wrong, Narada. I will correct you tomorrow. If you want to ring in, and if you want to take Kasim on, please do. And you will now know that there are so many things that is not visible to you that you don't know, that Kasim will then throw more light into those dark grayish area. I once said that. Alaji Aremu Sholade Alakufo, good afternoon to you. Alaji. Meski MD, thank you. Meski MD, Mr. Bello, good evening, sir, from Indonesia. Oh yes, Chukwemeka, yes, I know. See, we've got Narada Franklin in Moscow. We've got all of you, France, Paris, everywhere. Technology is amazing. Ogundotun Osholade, yes, good afternoon to you. You can see that. Ask him what went wrong. Many of you will still remember this. Lantern with that bicycle. The way those farmers and the village people used to live peacefully. Look at this. Maybe you want to juggle Prince Afegbua's mind back to what Chief Bisi Akode said, that Nigeria may be dismantled, published in The Nation. Bisi Akode, Osun State Governor-elect, warns of the danger of running Nigeria as a unitary state. And here, the same man said, if Nigeria is not restructured in another 10 years, there will be no Nigeria, but by the grace of God, there will be the Yoruba nation. See, print don't lie. I'm juggling your mind so that you know exactly what we are in for. Nana Moran, let's post your comment. You said that's arrogance. I think you are replying Narada Franklin to say that's arrogance, and that no man is an island of knowledge. Even children sometimes teach us adults. I think yes, you are referring to Narada Franklin. Thank you for that. Esther Ewetuga, you said you can't wait. Again, I'll be fair, Narada Franklin, you said it is a long time ago that northerners in Nigeria had been perceiving southerners as compound fools and idiots. Okay, IBB, the Maradona and Abakari RIH, using an impostor body double to govern. Okay. I've presented my own argument from that side. They know exactly where I stand. Kasim knows. Each and every time. In fact, let me tell you, let me tell you exactly the conversation between Kasim and I. Private conversation, but I'll bring it to your notice. See, Kasim knew out of anger I destroyed and I burnt the Nigerian passport. The very first man anywhere in the world. I probably should have handed them back their passport if I know, oh no, I don't need it. I don't need that shithole passport. But to have to destroy it live on social media was not particularly met well with the powers that be. And for me, that was the only way, a clever way, I can register to the authority in Nigeria how I feel about the Damboroba Shegemutumu Banzani of a country. And in that private conversation during the Queen's funeral, when I was one-on-one with him, Kasim, then I was not expecting it, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting the jab that came from him. And Kasim said, "Oh, Frank, do you know every word in the British national anthem?" That caught me unawares. If I say I do, Kasim will put me to task. But since I wasn't really prepared to lie, I said I can only mime it, but few words I knew. And then he said further, "What about the Nigerian national anthem?" I said, I can recite both the first and the second. Nigeria, we hail thee, and then arise, O compatriot, Nigeria's call. I said, and then you know what he said? He said, "Frank, you are only a British by paper. You are still one of us." I wasn't expecting that. Sylvanus Sly, welcome to the stream. He said, "Frank, like it or not, yes, you burnt the Nigerian passport, but you are still one of us." That, make no mistakes. No, this is not the one. Yeah, this is the one. Make no mistakes. If politicians like Chief Bisi Akande can argue his case out many years ago that if Nigeria is not restructured in another 10 years, when he was newly elected as Osun State Governor, there will be no Nigeria. But by the grace of Almighty God, there will be the Yoruba nation. Please, I want some of you to please put Prince Afebwa to task. Many of you will remember this. Blue Omo. This was when Nigeria was a fascinating country. See that? Super Blue Omo. If you don't know this, then forget it. Here, the naira is almost hitting $1,000. I mean, 1,000 naira to the dollar, to a dollar. And here in 1982, 800 naira was exchanged for $1,169.84. You can clearly see that. United Bank for Africa, UBA. You can see that. The draft that was issued was a traveler's check that time. See that? 1982. $1,169.84 was 800 naira. In 2019, when Muhammadu Buhari, supposed fake, dodgy, latex, silicone Muhammadu Buhari, in 2019, when a fake president was equally sworn in for you guys, it was a complete opposite. In 2019, the same 800 naira that fetched you in 1982, $1,169.84 in 2019 now turned out to be 421,142 naira 40 kobo. See that? Nigeria, we hail thee. That was the real man in 2015. I don't have any problems with that. That before this man was attacked spiritually, Buhari was attacked and he never survived. That was him. I can't question that. Now, later on, that Mr. Liar that man called Lai Mohammed who lies so bad that the heavens are already condemning Lai Mohammed for lying profusely and now becoming a pathetic liar. You can clearly see Buhari's language issue. London surgery affected his ability to speak and understand his mother tongue fully. You can clearly see that. I'm not making this up. I'm not gonna get. Look, I will get. Look, you can clearly see NTA Abuja. How can surgery affect you so terribly that you will forget your mother's tongue? There's no amount of surgery done to me that will make me forget Yoruba language. Oh, you see the lies, the deception that you are being told. Maybe you want to take up Kasim up on these issues. Maybe this is the real man. That's him. I can't question that. And I'm not going to question the fact that this is not Muhammadu Buhari. This is Muhammadu Buhari. Look at him very well. That's him. Okay. They presented you with this Muhammadu Buhari. Who is this man? Are you being lied to? Does this picture look like that picture of Muhammadu Buhari that you saw? Are they the same? Look at it once again. Look at that. Who is fooling who? Maybe you want to take Kasim up on that. Here is him. Here is the man again. That was him. After his initial first treatment from the United Kingdom. Many of you know this, and that's him. In 2015, when the same man commended Obasanjo as a courageous patriot and statesman who tells truth to power when he's convinced leaders are going wrong. I'll omit this global GDP. That's what they want. That's how they want your children to live. Years after independence, the state of your road, 62 years after independence. Look, guys, they've already slammed me. They've already slammed me. I think up to about 100 of my podcast with copyright infringement. I'm going to take my time and I'm going to reply Facebook one after the other. This is the truth they don't want us to discuss from this end of the dispatch box in London. These are the gory pictures they don't want the world to see. 62 years after independence. Look at. Is this not shameful? 62 years after independence. This is now bringing me to this woman, Diziani Alison Madueke. You can clearly see this woman had 1,897 jewelry items worth $40 million. They reckon the EFCC seized them. Where are they? This woman had 189 wristwatches, 77 brooches, 267 necklaces, 174 necklaces and earrings, 304 earrings, 78 bracelets, 315 rings, 74 pendants, 419 bangles. This woman. And then one of your celebrity journalists, a Bolekaja journalist, I used to describe him, now came up to say, oh, Diziani had cancer after he must have collected his own fair share of the stolen money that Diziani stole from the petroleum ministry. And the same Bolekaja journalist, make no mistakes, is equally propagating another fraudster who stole so much money that he's got many exotic cars and power bikes. And many expensive items. Àwọn ọmọ tí ojú wọn ò rí ọlá rí tó ń pe ọlá níyọnu. How do you expect the white man to respect you? You see? These are some of the expensive wristwatches owned by Diziani. Exclusively made for Diziani. The money that ought to must have been spent on infrastructures, on roads, hospitals. Just one individual looted 20 billion US dollars. These are the areas I'm expecting you guys to come up with. And quizzed Prince Kasim Afegbua. Yes, Disiani, Esther Iwetuga, the beginning of the problem. Again, you said this is a big curse. Not that curse as in somebody undergoing a course in a university or, pursuing some form of training, but the curse you are referring to is CURSE. Curse and cause, they've got the same pronunciation but different meanings. I'm sorry, because I did oral English in GC ordinary level, and I had A1. Nana, Facebook is under the control of Nigeria terrorist government, according to you. They are being used to suppress any voice of courage, exposing the evil in Nigeria. Esther Iwetuga, you said, Ole. Disiani is a rogue. Again, because yes, Bob D. Dele Momodu came up with a man-made cancer for Disiani. So you are referring to the fact that Dele Momodu made up that cancer for Disiani. Exclusively made for Disiani, and make no mistakes, Enumigbaoro. Disiani was steadily sleeping with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan at the time, and Dame Patience Jonathan knew the score. Let's break the camel's back. That's why Disiani was untouchable. I'll play you Dr. Dalhatu Saraki Tafida's video after. I'll play you the video to expose everything about Disiani and how Disiani will walk into Jonathan's office and state hours and then just nobody. No, I'll play you the tape. Now, Franklin, you said Mrs. Disiani Madwike spent $200 million to build a bullet rocket proof house home in Nigeria. Esther Iwetuga, cursed, yes, excuse me old age, I know. And I think we've got Prince Kasim Afegbua watching the live stream. Kasim Afegbua just said hello to everyone. Yeah, he's watching the live stream at the moment. So I mean, they all watch the stream silently and they monitor everything, but he's with us, and you will see him live in person tomorrow. He's going to be here. I'm just preparing your mind, you guys. See, some of the most expensive watches owned by Diziani. The same is applicable to Dino too. Some of you must have seen the secret video of FFK that went viral onto the social media when suddenly Dino turned up. In fact, if I'm asked to choose between Dino and FFK, I think FFK is even better because FFK never came from a poor background. Yes, he came from a rich background. Went to some of the best institutions in the world, and Konshomoti Ojuro Lari Ojueri Babe Olani Babe Uno Bolanle. So you cannot compare the likes of FFK and Dino Melaye that came from a very, very poor background, and suddenly he rose to the position of power and authority. Boam Oaberesini Jiowo, the same category as Diziani. See that? Here is another one for you. I'm just preparing your mind. And then they left you guys in a shambolic situation like this to live 62 years after independence. Like this. And then some of you will know this, who tortured this man, Gani Adams, when he was captured. Who? Of course, OBJ. See that? Tell, number 36, September 3, 2001. And the price was 150 naira. Would you ever believe this was Gani Adams? When Obasanjo... Have you ever seen? Okay, here we are. We've got a call. Let's say, and Prince Afebua is calling. Let's answer it. Let's take the call. Hello?
Are you finished your online?
No, I'm still live, actually.
No, okay.
Yeah, would you like to contribute? Or?
No, I'm following your trend. Well done.
Thank you, Prince Afebua. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. I think people are really looking forward to the jab between you and I tomorrow, and it's going to be very interesting. Yes, it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I'm just giving them clues on how they can tackle you, because I've said it to you. It's going to be a nice stream, and these people are crazy.
It's okay, no problem about it.
All right, thank you, Prince Afegwa, and then I'll catch up with you after this stream.
All right.
Thank you. Yes, that was Prince Afegwa. Now, Gani Adams. You can clearly see that in handcuff. Gani Adams. How Gani Adams was captured. Have you ever, guys, have you ever seen bandits captured Bandits, have they been captured and humiliated? The way OBJ humiliated his own blood, his own tribe. Have you seen it? I'm just reminding you what could possibly must have gone through Obasanjo's brain to humiliate his own tribe. Gani Adams never killed no one. Gani Adams was fighting, as at that time, the interest of the Yoruba land with the OPC. And Obasanjo did this to him. Maybe it's about time you have to think of the type of questions that you ought to ask Kasim Afebua about bandits, Boko Haram, and come what may, Ayoka Bamidele, John Yutuk, Oluseyi Adefioye Giwa. Thank you. You said hello. Well done, sir. Thank you. Esther Ewetuga, you said they're all vanity. Vanity upon vanity. John Yutuk, good evening. I think John Yutuk is watching the stream. I think you're watching the stream. Is it from Denmark or one of those Scandinavian countries? Remind us, John Yutuk. Yeah, John Yutuk. Good evening. Esther Ewetuga said, it is appalling. Indeed. Ayoka Bamidele, I think you're throwing a jab to FFK. You said despite he's coming from a rich background, he still behaved like Omo Tikoro Larry. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. You probably want to say FFK is a wild animal, a wild beast. Yes, if you say he's a wild beast, I'll say yes. Esther Ewetuga, she said, has Obasanjo got conscience at all? I'm preparing your mind so that you know the type of question and answer to get. Esther Ewetuga again said, this can only happen in Yoruba land. Protocol breaker, you are just coming in. Good evening. Protocol breaker is watching the stream live from the city of Rome in Italy. Ayoka Bamidele, you said, you reply, Ayoka Bamidele, FFK stole from the aviation ministry when he was aviation minister. I'm just giving you guys clues. Maybe I'll bring FFK onto the show one of these days as well. But you can clearly see that. And this is how they educate their own children. See that? ASU is on strike. And you can clearly see the way Malus are raised in a civilized society and how Malus are raised in a shithole country called Nigeria. Quote of that time. The influence which a nation exerts, the respect which it enjoys, and the prestige accorded to it on the world scene depend on two important factors: the size of its wealth and the caliber of its leadership. Do you honestly think the leader that you have currently in location 9 is bringing you glory or shame to your country? Are you, as a Nigerian, happy with the state of affairs of that nation 62 years after independence? The answer is no. The answer is no. The day I saw a vision, we once go through this as well. And this was actually published Sunday, June 10, 1962. You can see 2 pence, Sunday Times, the Daily Times. The day I saw a vision. He told us he dreamt of an impending doom. You can clearly see that. We've gone through this before. Is Nigeria going to come to an end? Clearly see that the day I saw a vision. He told us of an impending doom. Put it at the back of your head to throw tough, difficult questions to Kasim tomorrow. Is Nigeria on a keg of gunpowder, and are we going towards that, or is the country tilting towards doom? I'm just giving you guys ideas, because the man coming tomorrow, the man I'm bringing to your screen tomorrow, is hot, and he's highly sought after. He's a stakeholder. Don't doubt it. He's a stakeholder. Maybe you want to ask him about the future of what is holding for everyone. For me, I am particular about 2023. Will there be any 2023? I threw the jab at him he doesn't know exactly what's going to come out of my mouth the next minute. Episode 200 of the Bleeding Edge is exactly what we are treating today. Guys, the time currently in London is 16:17 London time. Today is Saturday, 24th day of the 9th month of September 2022. Episode 200 of the Bleeding Edge is exactly what we are dealing with. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream and please share it. Three 6 9. "62 years after independence,
Welcome to NuMediaTV on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. From this dispatch box in London, England, on this platform, we address socio-cultural problems in areas of conflict and resolution, endemic corruption, inequality and terrorism, banditry, herdsmen crisis, cultism, ritual killings, high level of child mortality, inequality, unemployment, poor education and infrastructure, tribalism, nepotism and home violence in southwest Yoruba land of Nigeria, more than 60 years after independence from the United Kingdom. Share the live stream and enjoy it. Your host is Frank Bello.
yes, you are welcome back. Episode 200 of the Bleeding Edge is exactly what we are treating today. Before we begin to round up, let's go beyond the headlines. Well, I don't know at this stage if it is the real, authentic Muhammadu Buhari in Asorok. But one thing I can clearly say to you was that both the fake, dodgy, latex Buhari and Vice President Yemi Oshibajo, they both left the country at the same time. So leaving the country with nobody to make decision. VP Oshibajo came over to England for Queen Elizabeth's funeral. We saw that. And Buhari left Nigeria for the New York to give his speech or his address to the UN National Assembly. Okay, so Buhari, beyond the headlines, that's what I'm treating now. A fake, whether it's fake or dead or latex, but they made you and I, not me, you, to believe that Buhari is in bilateral talks with the prime ministers of Ireland, Republic of Ireland, and Greece. When I got that, I said, hang on, what could possibly have been going on? Fake, dodgy latex president that does not speak or address the people in a bilateral talk. What is he talking about? A country that does not have electricity, a country that's been plunged into perpetual darkness, a country that spent over 60 billion US dollars on energy and electricity, and there was nothing to show for it. What's he talking about? What sort of bilateral relations? Who amongst those foreign investors will be so stupid to come and invest in a shithole market that is not prosperous, that you don't have loyalty, that you don't even people, employees that you are paying salary every month, wages, will even plan for your own kidnap? Do they think the white man is as stupid as the black man? No, sir. Bilateral trade relations. I don't know about that. PDP crisis is getting worse. And I think tomorrow, one of the few areas I'll take my good friend and my brother on, IBB's spokesman, Kasim, is on the issue of Atiku Abubakar. Maybe Kasim is going to buttress that argument for me, because I gathered reliably that Atiku does not live in Nigeria, that Atiku lives in Dubai as we are talking. In fact, one of his personal assistant aide died in Dubai just a few days ago. Maybe Kasim is going to help us to tell us what is behind Atiku Abubakar living in Dubai lavishly, comfortably, only to give orders from Dubai on what he wants doing in a fraudulent nation called Nigeria. That is an area I really want to dig into tomorrow. Yes. And I'm going to dig very, very deep into that area. God help us. I don't want to speculate, and I hate to speculate, but I gathered some people are adamant that the presidency must come from the South. Will there be any 2023? Please prepare your mind. But there was, let me try and see if I can look for what Grandpa Oromio said about the 2023. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, I knew that Grandpa Oromio said something about 2023. I just want to look for it. That will help you. Adegboyega additional Ebenezer. Adegboyega additional Ebenezer. You said, sir, what time is the program tomorrow? 6 o'clock, London time, in the evening. That's the time. Make no mistakes, and make sure that you tune in, because opportunity comes but once. If Kasim should fly back to Nigeria after his assignment in the UK, let me assure you, it will be very difficult for me to bring him on the live stream. I'm only capitalizing on the fact that, yes, we've got to do it now. We've got to do it right. Yes. Normally you get Kasim on Channels TV, on TVC, and many of the mainstream newsfeed. Very provocative person. You will see his right up in literally all the papers. All the papers. So for me to bring him right to your screen in the UK, and for you to be able to interact with him one-on-one, is a big privilege. Big privilege. Guys, episode 200. Tomorrow we won't treat the bleeding edge. We will treat an audience with Prince Afegwa. And let me assure you, whatever comes out of his mouth tomorrow will be picked up in Nigeria. It will. Yes, okay, guys, I wanted to see if I can find my way through Grandpa Oromiyo's campaign in Yoruba Nation. Let me see. If I can see, I'll be okay. It's not here. It is not here. I had hoped I would treat with you Yoruba Nation, but I'm afraid, guys, it is kind of too late. Too late. Yeah, let me see if I can find Grandpa Oromiyo's tape. Let me go into live show materials. Let me go into that. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. And this is what I am going to do, guys. I want you to please watch this. Okay? Okay. Remove, and let me bring that in. And I think it is there, and I think it is there. It is video archives. Yeah, I knew it would be somewhere. Let me see it again. Video archive reference. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one. And guys, I want you this. Taiwo Sadiku, thank you. Regarding 2023, please watch this one.
Mo kí gbogbo ilé o, mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, mo kí ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, ẹ̀yin àbúrò wa àti ẹ̀yin ọmọ wa gbogbo, mo kí ẹ̀yin lóyè, mo kí ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba, mo kí yín tológun, mo kí yín tẹ̀ṣọ̀tẹ̀ṣọ̀. A kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Adéyínká Òkúsẹ́yìndé tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Grandpa Oromiyo ni èmi ń jẹ́. Mo ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ láti ìlú London. Inú mi dùn gan fún àpéjọpọ̀ yìí lónìí nítorí pé gbogbo tó bá ti jẹ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá àti ìlọsíwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè Yorùbá ó máa ń dùn mọ́ mi láti pé kí n kópa nínú ẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ fún ìgbárùkù tí gbogbo èèyàn wa tí ẹ bá wa ní fún àwọn ọmọ yín, àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, àwọn àbúrò wa, àwọn ọmọ wa, ọmọ bàbá Ajílẹ̀yẹ àti Ṣàngóníyì fún ìfilọ́lẹ̀ eré àgbéléwò ti ilẹ̀ olómìnira ilẹ̀ Oòduà èyí tí wọ́n fi lọ́lẹ̀ ní òní ní Òṣogbo. Ó dùn mí díẹ̀ wípé mi ò ní àǹfààní àti wà ní Nàìjíríà kí n lè wà ní ibẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ara àti gbogbo ọkàn ni mo fi wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú yín nítorí pé àwa náà ti ń pariwo lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Oòduà pé ká gba òmìnira ti ara wa ká bọ́ lóko ẹrú, kí ògo àwa ọmọ Yorùbá kó lè tàn, kí gbogbo bí Elédùmarè ṣe fẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ wa kó rí, kógo wa tàn káàkiri àgbáyé bí Elédùmarè ṣe dá wa kó lè rí bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wa, tí àwa kan dẹ̀ ní ìgbàgbọ́ pé tí Yorùbá ò bá dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè, ògo yìí Nàìjíríà tá a wà á máa bò mọ́lẹ̀ lọ títí ni, ó dẹ̀ ti bò mọ́lẹ̀ débi tí gbogbo wa gan àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ríran, àdẹ̀tí ń tún ìwà ara wa pa nísìn. Inú mi dùn gidi gan torí pé láti bí ọdún kan tí a ti wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀, tí a ti ń pariwo láti òkè òkun níbí, tí a bá wo àwọn àsìkò yẹn sí àsìkò yìí, ìyàtọ̀ ti wà, nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà ni wọ́n ti wá ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń rí ohun tí a ń rí, tí a fi ń pariwo láti ìgbà yẹn pé ẹ jẹ́ ká dìde, ká jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ wa, ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè, kí gbogbo èdè wa àti àṣà wa tó ti ń wọmi, tó ti ń parun, ká lè gbé lárugẹ. Èdùmàrè á dẹ̀ tì wá lẹ́yìn. Ní òní mo fẹ́ ká bára wa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣítí, nítorí pé oríṣiríṣi ni àwọn èèyàn wa náà máa ń sọ níbí àti ní Nàìjíríà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tí a ń polongo èyí. Inú mi dùn gan ohun tí àwọn ọmọ wa méjèèjì tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe láti pé kí àti polongo pé ká fi orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀, ká dá dúró yẹn, pé kí wọ́n lè ṣe eré àgbéléwò yìí kó lè túbọ̀ kan ara lé àtàrà oko, nítorí pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo sọ pé inú mi dùn pé ìpolongo yẹn ó ti ń ranlẹ̀ ju bí ti ọdún kan, oṣù mẹ́fà, oṣù mẹ́jọ sẹ́yìn, tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn tiẹ̀ tí ìlú táwọn rí nígbà yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n kò tí ì débì kankan. So iṣẹ́ sì pọ̀ tá a máa ṣe láti pé kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa nílé lóko kí wọ́n káwọn náà lè máa rí bá ṣe ń rí, wípé ọ̀nà àbáyọ kan ló wà fún ìran Yorùbá, òun náà ní pé kí a dá dúró. Nítorí náà mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí fún dídarapọ̀ tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ní òní. Mo dẹ̀ gbàdúrà pé a ṣèṣò rere. Àkíyèsí tí mo fẹ́ pe àwọn èèyàn wa sí, tí mo dẹ̀ máa fẹ́ kí oníkálukú náà máa fi bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀, nítorí pé wọ́n ní páńṣá ò fura, gẹ́gẹ́ bí òwe ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, ẹ foríjì mí. Nítorí náà àwọn kan sì wà nínú àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ election ní 2023. Àwa kan dẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé kán má fọkàn sí. Ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ ni mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ máa rí pé a máa ń pariwo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́, àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ní gbogbo gbà. Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá àwọn ọ̀dọ́ kan tilẹ̀ wà tí wọn ò mọ ìdí tá a fi ń pariwo àwọn ọ̀dọ́. Nítorí pé àkọ́kọ́ náà ẹ̀yin lẹ pọ̀ jù. Èkejì, ẹ̀yin lẹ ní ẹnájì tẹ́ lè fi ṣe gbogbo ń tá ń sọ yìí. Ìkẹta, ọjọ́ ọ̀la yìí gangan ò ní ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dálé lórí. Nítorí ẹgbẹ́ mi tẹ̀mí bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yín sìn, gbogbo ariwo pé ẹ jẹ́ ká dá dúró, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ká lè kí ìlú lè dá, kọjọ́ làwọn ọmọ wa lè dá, kò ń ṣe torí tara wa, ilé kù táwa ìfẹ́ lò ní ayé. Ó ti lé lọ́gbọ̀n ọdún tí mo ti kúrò nílùú Nàìjíríà. Àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí sí lóyìnbó, ẹgbọ́n tí mo ní grandpa ọ̀ràn míyàn sí, àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí sí lóyìnbó gan ti ń bímọ, wọn ò dẹ̀ lé wa, wọn lé àwata, lóòótọ́ àwata ń pariwo ẹ̀ láti lóyìnbó náà tó nǹkan o, torí ọmọ àlè pọ̀, àwọn kan ò dẹ̀ tí ì rí báwa kan ṣe ń rí
ọmọ àlè pọ̀,
gbogbo àwọn tá ń pariwo yìí sí gan bóyá àti ìjú ìdá kan nínú ìdá mẹ́wàá àwata wà lóyìnbó lọ, ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ò lè rí bákan náà. Ṣùgbọ́n kí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ kan jí ká pe àkíyèsí sí, wọn ò dẹ̀ lé wa kúrò nílùú òyìnbó, lóòótọ́ wù wá ká wálé sílùú bàbá wa, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin ló kàn jù, ọjọ́ ọ̀la yín ni tá fẹ́ ń pariwo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́. Nítorí náà tá a bá rí ẹni tó sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ 2023, ó yẹ ká máa pàkíyèsí wọn sí wípé òun kọ́ ni ọ̀nà fún Yorùbá. Nítorí pé tí ó bá di 2023 ohun tó burú jù tó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ ìbànújẹ́ tó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ ìfàsẹ́yìn tó máa mú Yorùbá wọ oko ẹrú oko ìparun gan ni máa pè láéláé ní tí àwọn èèyàn wa bá lọ dìbò nítorí tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ dìbò ẹ pọ̀ ohun tó máa ṣe fún wa ni pé wọ́n á fún wa ní ọmọ Yorùbá kan láti jẹ́ olórí Nàìjíríà.
ẹ máa gbọ́ o.
ohun tó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ nǹkan tó burú pátápátá fún ìran Yorùbá ni kí ọmọ wa di president ní 2023 tẹ́ bá lọ dìbò kò ní mú ìlọsíwájú kankan wá bá ìran Yorùbá ó máa sọ wá sí oko ìparun ni màá dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé nítorí pé kò sí ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n fi síbẹ̀ nǹkan kan ní kí gbogbo àkọ́kọ́ mọ̀ dájú kò sí ẹnikẹ́ni tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tó lè di ààrẹ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tá di president Nàìjíríà tí kì í bá ṣe pé àwọn Haúsá àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n gbà láyè láti débẹ̀ kò ṣeé ṣe kò súnmọ́ wa kankan ó jẹ́ Tinubu ni ó jẹ́ oníkẹ́ni tó wù kó jẹ́ ní ọmọ Yorùbá tán bá máa fi sí ipò pé kó di olórí ààrẹ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àwọn Haúsá yìí àwọn Fúlàní iná máa fi sí ibẹ̀ tó bá dẹ̀ ti débẹ̀ kò sí tó lè ṣe o kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ṣe fún ìran Yorùbá nǹkan kan tí ìran Yorùbá tá a dẹ̀ nílò tó lè mú ìlọsíwájú bá wa tó lè yọ wá ní oko ẹrú ó ní òmìnira ara wa ká dá wa ká má sí nínú Nàìjíríà mọ́ ọmọ wa kankan ò lè di president kò ṣe o kò lè ṣe é ṣe o tó bá ṣe èmi yìí ni wọ́n sọ pé kí n wá di president Nàìjíríà mi ò lè ṣe o mi ò lè pín Nàìjíríà o kò wọ́ọ̀kì bẹ́ẹ̀ ohun tá a gbọ́dọ̀ understand ni pé democracy ni ẹni tán bá fi síbẹ̀ ikó tó bá wu ohun gan láti ṣe pé kó pín Nàìjíríà kí Yorùbá dá dúró wọn ò ní jẹ́ kó rí ṣe nítorí pé ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè kò ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ló kàn máa sọ pé ó yá òun fẹ́ ṣe constitution Nàìjíríà tán dẹ̀ fi ń ṣètò ìdarí ìlú wa kò fi ààyè sílẹ̀ pé kí wọ́n pín ìlú Nàìjíríà nígbà tó ń bá dẹ̀ di ààrẹ tí wọ́n búra fún constitution yẹn ló máa búra lé lórí pé òun máa rí òun máa rí dájú pé òun tẹ̀lé constitution tá ń sọ yìí kò dẹ̀ fàyè kó pín Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀ nítorí náà nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ pín Nàìjíríà ó láti lọ wá bó ṣe máa gba referendum tó máa lọ bá wọn ti House of Senate House of Rep pé ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe referendum káwọn èèyàn wa kan sọ bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ túká àbí wọ́n fẹ́ wà papọ̀ kò dẹ̀ lè gbé ìgbésẹ̀ nítorí kó mọ̀ kí tó bá gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn àwọn ará bí wọ́n pọ̀ jù wá lọ wọ́n á dìbò wọ́n á impeach ẹ̀ wọ́n á dìbò àwọn náà ní nọ́mbà tó pọ̀ jù nítorí pé wọ́n pọ̀ jù wá lọ wọ́n á yọ ní ààrẹ nítorí náà kò sí ọmọ Yorùbá kankan tó débẹ̀ tó lè ṣe oko ìparun láńlọ yẹn tọmọ wa bá wà ń bẹ̀ tó lọ́dún mẹ́jọ
ẹ máa gbọ́ o
táwọn Fúlàní wà káàkiri tí wọ́n ń gbalẹ̀ wa lọ nígbà tó wọ́n bá máa lọ́dún mẹ́jọ tán tó máa gbé ìjọba padà fún àwọn Fúlàní àwọn tó wà nínú igbó tá bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣírò ẹ̀ wọ́n á ti wà bẹ̀ ní 20 ọdún ti lé wọ́n á ti gba local government wọ́n á ti pọ̀ kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tá a lè ṣe sí tán bá dìde tán láwọn fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí du ipò gómìnà àbí ipò òṣèlú ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kò sí tá a lè ṣe sí nítorí pé òfin gan fi ààyè sílẹ̀ fún wọn èyí tó wà ní Èkó ó ti ń sọ fún wa lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń kò sí ipò òṣèlú tóun àtàwọn ọmọ táwọn ò lè contest fún ní Èkó bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ni òótọ́ ni so àwọn náà dẹ̀ ní agbára ní Àbújá agbára federal so tá a bá lọ ṣèèṣì lọ sọ pé ọmọ wa náà ni ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣe ó ti dààrẹ ẹ yẹ ká má kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o ìran Yorùbá fẹ́ in fact ọ̀rọ̀ yìí gan ohun tó lè mú ìparun bá ìran Yorùbá ni ní nǹkan tí òyìnbó pè ní existential issue tó yẹ pé kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ èpè ọ̀rọ̀ pé Jésù ò ní jẹ́ àwùsùbìlà ẹ̀kọ́ tí a bá lọ gọ́ tá bá máa rí 100 sí 100 ọdún ìran Yorùbá lè parun nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nítorí pé ohun tó ṣe é ṣe ni kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ àdúrà torí tán bá gbalẹ̀ wa báwo ló lè ṣe máa gbalẹ̀ wa lóòótọ́ gan tá bá ní káwọn sí wọ́n ti gbà kan gan torí mi ti máa sọ wọ́n yẹn pé kò ń ṣe pé kán má gbalẹ̀ wa wọ́n ti gbà fẹ́ gbà padà ní adẹ̀sí ní opportunity àti gbà padà nísìnyí ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti di pé wọ́n lọ fi ọmọ wa ṣe ààrẹ ní 2023 mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ torí àwa Yorùbá ìsìn la máa jó ta máa yọ̀ ọmọ wa ti dàrẹ́ o ọmọ wa ti dàrẹ́ o irọ́ o ayé Yorùbá bàjẹ́ nìyẹn o ọmọ wa di ààrẹ ó máa pa Yorùbá máa pa wọn ni torí ọdún 8 ló máa fi wà ń bẹ̀ ọdún 8 tó máa fi wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ má gbàgbé pé àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n ti yabo ilẹ̀ wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí àwọn kan ti wà káàkiri inú igbó mi ò tiẹ̀ sọ àwọn tó ń pààyàn tó ń kidnap tó ń fẹ́ràn jókòó àwọn kan wọ́n ti lọ kó wá láwọn Mali Guinea Niger àti Senegal káàkiri tó ń ti dà wọ́n sínú igbó so nígbà tó ọmọ wa bá fi máa débẹ̀ ní 2023 tá à ń sọ yìí àwọn ti wà nínú igbó fún bí ọdún 2 fún bí ọdún 6 torí wọ́n ti wà níbẹ̀ sí bí ọdún 4 ibi àsìkò tó àwa sí 2023 another 2 years mọ ọdún 8 tó máa lò ń bẹ̀ ó ti di 14 years ọmọ tí wọ́n agbára padà bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ so àwọn tó wà nígbó ti wà nígbó fún ọgbọ̀n ọdún ó ti lé igbó ti dìbú wọ́n ti sọ lórúkọ Fúlàní wọ́n ti pọ̀ wọ́n ti gba local government tó bá yá máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé àwọn èèyàn dìde tó máa jẹ́ Fúlàní pé kí wọ́n di governor l'Ogun state l'Ọ̀yọ́ state l'Èkìtì state ní Sokoto ní Lagos state ní Ọ̀ṣun state ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wá dìbò fún wọn Yorùbá ò dìbò fún wọn wọ́n á lo agbára tí wọ́n ní l'Àbújá wọ́n á sọ pé àwọn ni wọ́n win Yorùbá di Fúlàní á di gọ́vùnà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣé Yorùbá ò ti lọ sóko parun tí Fúlàní bá dẹ̀ fi lè di gọ́vùnà pẹ́m nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ọmọ Yorùbá kankan gbóhùn ẹ̀mọ́ láyé ó tán nìyẹn kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ argument tó ti ṣe rí mi tó dẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé bí àwọn Yorùbá bá ṣe ń ṣe nísìnyí táwọn kan sọ pé ẹgbẹ́ sókè àtàwọn kan sọ pé ẹgbẹ́ sílẹ̀ bó ṣe máa rí gbà yẹn náà nìyẹn torí pé tó bá fẹ́ bá yẹn jà tó bá ti tọ́jú ẹni yẹn wàá ti wo weak point ẹ̀ wàá ti wo ibi tó kù sí wàá ti mọ bó ṣe máa mú àwọn ti farabalẹ̀ wọ́n ti wo Yorùbá wọ́n ti wo ibi tá a weak sí wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé a nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa àwọn olórí wa owó nìkan ni wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n lè da ìran wọn wọ́n lè ta ilé wọn wọ́n lè
láti gba slave trade
from the slave trade fún àwọn ìran tó ń bọ̀ wọ́n á gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fúnra wọn so wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé ẹ ṣáà kó bíi 2 3 nínú wọn ẹ fowó tán ẹ fi pò tán ẹ fi oil block tán á da àwọn ìran ẹ̀ òun ló fà á táwọn olórí wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nísìnyí tí wọ́n ti fi dòdò sí wọn lẹ́nu tó fi ń sọ kàtìkàtì ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn olúwa àtàwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n wà lọ́balọ́ba wọ́n wà ní àwọn olóṣèlú nítorí pé ohun tán jẹ kò jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbọ́n so tabarẹ́ ẹnikẹ́ni tó sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ 2023 kò kí ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ pé Tinubu kò kí ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ pé kémi yìí gan di ààrẹ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà nítorí pé nǹkan kan ní Yorùbá nídìí òun náà dẹ̀ ká dá dúró kò dẹ̀ sí ọmọ Yorùbá kan tí wọ́n lè fi sí ipò yẹn ní 2023 tó lè ṣe kò lè rí ṣe so wọ́n máa fi buy time ó ní Miyetti Allah ṣe jáde di ọ̀sẹ̀ bíi 3 sí 4 tó fọwọ́ gbáyà 3 4 sẹ́yìn tó sọ pé kò sí nǹkan kan tí ò ní jẹ́ káwọn gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pé kò sí gbogbo nǹkan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ láyé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá di gbígbà fún àwọn wọ́n mọ̀ tó ń sọ láì lè jagun rárá ohun tó ṣeé ṣe fún wọn ni nítorí pé wọ́n ti gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ wọ́n kàn mọ̀ pé it is a matter of time àkókò ni so wọ́n máa tàn wá tó bá di 2023 tá a bá lọ gọ́ wọ́n á fún wa ní Yorùbá wọ́n á ní kó dàrẹ́ torí wọ́n ti mọ bá ṣe ń ronú àwa náà àwọn ìyá wa náà tó bá ti gbé change díẹ̀ lé wọn lọ́wọ́ àtàǹkárá wọn máa jó eyín náà ti tó wàhálà yín ti pọ̀ jù ọmọ wa ti débẹ̀ ọmọ wa ṣàárẹ ẹ má wọrí tó bá jẹ́ kán pín Nàìjíríà ni á pín Fúlàní gbọ́n ju gbogbo yẹn lọ Fúlàní ò dẹ̀ ní pààyàn mọ́ wọn ò ní gbéyàn mọ́ wọn ò ní ṣe gbogbo tó ń ṣe mọ́ wọn máa dákẹ́ ní wọn tiẹ̀ ní tó bá kàn wọn kò gbọ́n wọn ní sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí pé wọ́n mọ̀ wípé ọdún 8 tọmọ yín máa fi wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kò lè ṣe ìfẹ́ yín rárá ohun tí Yorùbá dẹ̀ fẹ́ tó jẹ́ ìfẹ́ wa tó lè mú ìlọsíwájú tààfin nílò kó parun ò ní kí adádúró kò dẹ̀ lè ṣe tó bá débẹ̀ sókè la wá fẹ́ sọ pé a fẹ́ lọ dìbò fún kò sí ọmọ Yorùbá kankan nísìnyí tí ò bá kí ń ṣe ọmọ àlè tí kò yẹ kó darapọ̀ mọ́ òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí ọ̀rọ̀ 2023 kọ́ ló wà lẹ́yìn ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́nìkan kan tàn yín a ò gbọ́dọ̀ dìbò bá a ṣe máa dá dúró ló gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ gbogbo alógún torí tí Fúlàní bá di gọ́vùnà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ká gbàgbé ẹ̀ ìran Yorùbá mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan mo ní oko ìparun ní pàápàá nítorí pé Fúlàní ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ohun tí wọ́n ń ṣe gan, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí gan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn ipò kan wà tí ọmọ Yorùbá kankan ò sí níbẹ̀ tán àdéhùn jẹ́ kó wà níbẹ̀. Ẹ wo seaport wa, ẹ wo airport wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, gbogbo àwọn ipò àpò ní mínísítì pàápàá ọmọ Yorùbá ò rọ́wọ́ mọ́, wọn ò ní fún ẹ láàyè. Bí Fúlàní ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn, bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn. tó bá ti lè dé ipò yẹn ẹ wọlé Haúsá, àwọn stéètì bíi Jigawa, Kano, Kebbi, Katsina, Sokoto, Zamfara àti Kaduna, méjèèjì yẹn àwọn Haúsá lónìí bẹ̀yẹn tán bá ní kọ́ Haúsá state, gbogbo gọ́ọ̀nà bẹ̀ lónìí Fúlàní ni wọ́n, gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀mí àwọn Fúlàní ni wọ́n. Àwọn ẹ lọ́wọ́ House of Rep wọn, House of Assembly wọn, ẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn senators wọn, kò wá sí nǹkan kan fún Haúsá. Ohun tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ìran Yorùbá nìyẹn. Tó bá wá tó wá di pé agbára yẹn ti dọ́wọ́ wọn, nítorí ibi tágbára bá wà tówó wà ibẹ̀ lóbìnrin lọ, wọ́n á wá máa fẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wa, wọ́n máa fẹ́, wọ́n máa bímọ, ẹ máa gbọ́ Yorùbá Fúlàní, wọ́n á wá dàpọ̀ mọ́ wa gan. Ẹnu nísìnyí wọ́n lẹ́nu Yorùbá òkò, ẹnu wa òkò torí pa ní choice. Tó bá dìgbà yẹn ẹnu wa wá kò nítorí pé a ní choice mọ́. Ohun tí Fúlàní bá ti sọ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní final, a ní bára wa dùn mọ́. Kò dẹ̀ ní sí nǹkan kan fún ọmọ Yorùbá, torí nígbà tán bá di gbogbo ipò mú, àwọn èrún tó bá gbọ̀n sílẹ̀ wọ́n á mú àwọn tó jẹ́ wọ́n ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ Fúlàní lára, bóyá bí á Fúlàní, quarter Fúlàní blood ló tún máa tọ́ sí. So tó bá yá àwọn ọmọ wa gan ò ní fẹ́ máa fẹ́ ara wọn mọ́, nítorí pé tó bá ti jẹ́ Yorùbá tó ti ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ Fúlàní nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò sí nǹkan kan fún ẹ. Bóyá ìwé kan lásán ló fẹ́ lọ sign ní ministry, tó bá ti jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ò ní rí ṣe, tó bá dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ ọmọ Fúlàní ọwọ́ kan ni, àbújá á Fúlàní ọwọ́ kan ni. So tó bá yá ọmọ Yorùbá àti Yorùbá wọn ní fẹ́ fẹ́ra wọn mọ́, torí wọ́n máa wò pé kí ni future ọmọ táwọn máa bí nígbà tí ò sí nǹkan kan fáwọn. So ọmọ Yorùbá ọkùnrin á fẹ́ fẹ́ Fúlàní obìnrin, ọmọ Yorùbá obìnrin á fẹ́ fẹ́ Fúlàní ọkùnrin, kọ́ ọmọ wọn lè ní future nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. So wẹ́rẹ́ ọmọ ìṣẹ́sọ́lẹ̀ kan pé existential issue ni Yorùbá gan lè parun ní abáfún máa rí ọgọ́rin ọdún. Mo sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ àdúrà kọ́ rẹ̀ pé kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá tètè ṣe ìgbésẹ̀ tá a bá ṣe gbé nísìnyí tí a ò fi fira wa sí irú position bẹ́ẹ̀, òun ló máa yọ wá. Nítorí náà ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ ìjàgbara ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí, Yorùbá nation yìí, gbogbo wa la gbọ́dọ̀ gbárùkù. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá lásìkò tá a wà yìí, lọ́mọdé ni o, lọ́kùnrin ni, lóbìnrin ni o, tí ò kí ń ṣọmọ àlè, tí ò ń ṣe oúnjẹkújẹ, tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìran ẹ̀, kò sí nǹkan kan tó yẹ ká máa sọ nísìnyí ju pé báwo la ṣe fẹ́ dá dúró. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ń gbé ìgbésẹ̀ láti pé ká dá dúró, ká tì lẹ́yìn, ká dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé kò sí 2023 nínú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá. Tọ́mọ Yorùbá bá di president, mi ò tiẹ̀ sọ pẹ́ lómi, tọ́mọ Yorùbá bá di president, ó jẹ́ Tinubu, ó jẹ́ mi tí mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí o, ó jẹ́ wọn tó ń wò mí tó mọ̀ pé onífẹ̀ẹ́ ìran Yorùbá o ò lè pín Yorùbá, o ò lè pín ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, o ò lè pín Nàìjíríà. Ká máa sọ débi pé Yorùbá máa dá dúró. Ọ̀nà kan tí Yorùbá dẹ̀ fi lè bọ́ lóko ẹrú ni kí Yorùbá dá dúró, kò sí ọ̀nà méjì. Nítorí náà kọ́ àkíyèsí tí mo fẹ́ pe àwọn èèyàn wá sí lónìí, torí tá à ń sọ yóò kì í sọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú, kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú PDP àbí APC, kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Àkọ́kọ́ fẹ́ dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè, ká máa ṣe ìjọba ara wa, ká máa decide báwo la ṣe fẹ́ rí, báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣèjọba wa, tí ò ní jẹ́ pé àwọn ẹ̀yà míì náà máa là lé wa lórí. Nítorí náà kọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká rò dáadáa, ká dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn tí òye pé ọ̀rọ̀ pé Yorùbá di president eléyìí kò sẹ́ni tó ní nǹkan kan against Tinubu, kò sọ̀rọ̀ pé Tinubu. Bí Buhari bá pè mí lónìí pé wá ọ̀gbẹ́ni, mo fẹ́ kí ìwọ jẹ́ ààrẹ ní 2023.
Do
nítorí mo mọ̀ pé ohun tẹ̀mí fẹ́ ni kí Yorùbá dá dúró, ìran nílé ìfẹ́ sí kí Yorùbá dá dúró. mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé tí wọ́n bá fi mí síbẹ̀ kò sí bí mo ṣe lè ṣe é síbò. ọ̀rọ̀ kan dẹ̀ di structure ò sínú ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn. ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè ni ló máa mú ìlọsíwájú, ló dẹ̀ máa kí ọ ló máa guarantee future wa. so ẹ má jẹ́ ká lọ gọ́ wípé kọ́mọ wa di president o, tọ́mọ wa bá di president o kò parun fún Yorùbá, kò tiẹ̀ lè mú kó lè á wà ń bẹ ọdún mẹ́jọ náà ní àtúndò padà fún wọn ó tán. nítorí náà ńkọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbárùkù tí bẹ́ẹ̀ mi dẹ̀ ṣe máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà bàbá wa tó kọjú sí ẹnìkan ẹ̀yìn ló kọ sẹ́lòmíì. Buhari wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ sọ wọ́n ṣe lẹ́wà yìí, èmi ò blame wọn nítorí pé wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìran wọn ni pè fún káwa ń bínú káwa ò fẹ́ kí n tó fẹ́ ṣe kó ṣe, bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn kan ṣàdúrà fún tí wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí n tó ṣe kó ṣe ṣe. wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin bá wa, wọ́n ní orẹ́sẹ̀ wèrè òwú ṣọlọ má gbé tiẹ̀ sẹ̀. àwọn ti rí ọ̀dọ́ wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá pé ilẹ̀ tó lọ́ra jù ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà rẹ̀, àwọn dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbà fún àwọn èèyàn wọn. nítorí náà ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìran ẹ̀ ni ó dẹ̀ ń jà fún rẹ̀, ìran ẹ̀ dẹ̀ dunnú sí pé ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn, ó fẹ́ gba ohun tó dáa fún àwọn. àwọn dẹ́sẹ̀ wèrè wọ́n fẹ́ bù ó wá kù sọ́wọ́ tiwa. ṣáà fẹ́ sọ fún wọn pé àwa ò kì í ṣe wèrè ọlọ́gbọ́n ni wá, ẹ lè bu ẹsẹ̀ wa, àbá fẹ́ jókòó tẹ́tẹ́rẹ́ ká fún àwọn ọmọ àlè ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, àwọn ọ̀kà, àwọn aláìlérò tí wọn ò ríran kọjá bímú wọn, tí wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìran wọn nítorí tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ, tí wọ́n ń sọ nǹkan míì wípé kí Fúlàní máa bọ̀, kí Fúlàní wá gbalẹ̀, káwọn ṣáà ti dàrẹ́, káwọn ṣáà ti di sẹ́nítọ̀, káwọn ṣáà ti di honourable member ní house, káwọn ṣáà ti wà nípò ọba, káwọn ṣáà ti gba oil block, tí wọn ronú pé ìran àwọn ń parun lọ lélẹ̀. nítorí náà ńkọ́ gbogbo ẹ tó bá ronú bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀tá Yorùbá ni o. àwa táwa dẹ̀ ń pariwo yìí kò sí bí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe fẹ́ dá lọ́la káwọn ọmọ tèmi bí fẹ́ wá gbé bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n ti wà ń bí, wọ́n ti ń bímọ, wọ́n ti ń ṣe wọn ọ̀dẹ́ lémi fúnra mi ń bí Nàìjíríà ò dá bó dá tí n bá bí sáìpẹ́ mi ò wálé mọ́ níbi tó lọ́rùn mi lọ́wọ́ dé mi dúpẹ́. ṣùgbọ́n a gbọ́dọ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìran wa ká dẹ̀ jà fún àwọn tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn.
ìfẹ́
kí àwọn ọmọ wa bá máa rí ọgbọ̀n ọdún sísìn kán máa wá fọwọ́ gún wa mú àbí kán máa ṣépè fún wa nínú sàárè pé wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn bàbá àwọn ló ní ilẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Yorùbá ló ní gbogbo Ògùn state, gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ state, gbogbo Ọ̀ṣun state, gbogbo Kwara state, gbogbo Èkìtì state, Ondo state, Lagos state yìí. ó ṣe wá dípò àwọn ìwárí kankan ṣe mọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó wá jẹ́ pé Fúlàní ló ń ṣe ìjọba láwọn lórí. nítorí náà ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ wa. ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ ẹ ronú ọjọ́ ọ̀la yín, torí la ṣe ń pariwo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ ní gbogbo gbà. ẹ̀yin náà máa ṣe research, tẹ́ bá gbọ́ nǹkan ẹni tó bá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ò lè dá dúró, ẹni tó ti torí ẹ̀ ti dàrú tàbí tó ń parọ́ fún ẹni tí ò ní làákàyè ló ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ jáde lẹ́nu. kéèyàn kan sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ká dẹ̀ gbà á. ẹ lọ́wọ́ tí bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀ ṣe between 1952 sí 1959 bí ìgbà tí bàbá yẹn ṣe mírèkù ní gbogbo àgbáyé ni wọ́n wò pé kí leléyìí. tó bá yẹ kó jẹ́ kí bàbá yẹn kàn tí irú ọpọlọ yẹn ó dẹ̀ ṣe pé ọpọlọ yẹn ò sí mọ́. àwọn tó ní irú ọpọlọ yẹn sì wà káàkiri tó tún jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gan, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ àti tún ìlú wọn ṣe. ṣùgbọ́n kò sí bó ṣe lè dá tá a bá wà ní under constitution Nàìjíríà tá a wà lónìí, kò possible. so iná Yorùbá ń jó àjò rẹ̀yìn, a dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ gbìyànjú ká fòpin sí. nítorí náà nǹkan ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò ní pọ̀jù báyìí lọ kí n má gba gbogbo àsìkò. mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ kan sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní bàjẹ́. ẹ̀yin bàbá wa ìgbà tí yín á san wá o, ìṣẹ̀ṣe òde ní parun o, nítorí mi jẹ́ tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ìṣẹ̀ṣe bákan náà. ṣùgbọ́n eléyìí ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn là ń sọ nísìnyí, ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá òun là ń sọ kí oko Yorùbá ẹ̀mí kiri ìran Yorùbá kó má lọ sóko parun. àwọn alálẹ̀ Yorùbá dẹ̀ gbà fún wa. àṣẹ ẹ ṣé ó dìgbà kan.
Yeah, Grandpa Oromiyan, thank you for that. I think some of you are used to that. But remember, I have been preaching time after time about love. And I think it got to a situation within this Yoruba agitation that I came out and I told you people that the Yoruba agitation is now becoming a farce. Farce. It is now becoming a figment of imagination. Why? Because many of those agitating, they turned the agitation into a money spinning exercise. They turned a whole nation into a company enterprise. Louis Peter. Now, look at this. Hear the state of what is happening in Yoruba nation now. And I want you to please listen to this very, very carefully. This is the current state. And could this possibly be the caliber of people that want to run a whole nation? Let's play. I weep for those who claim they have interest of the Yoruba nation. Listen to this.
Ṣé pásítọ̀ Ọ̀dẹ́dẹ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀? Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ok, èyí ló ń kọ rubbish sínú ìlànà ọmọ ọdún àbí lórí orúkọ mi. Rubbish how? Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Rubbish báwo? Ṣé ẹ wà nínú ìlànà ọmọ ọdún à? Kó o kí lọ fara ẹ balẹ̀, kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́ náà? Lọ fara ẹ balẹ̀ jọ, kí ló ń gbé tó ń gbé tó lé tó yẹn? Oríṣiríṣi ni. Kí ló gbé tó? Ẹ̀yin bàbá ó ṣì ẹ̀yin lọ fi báyé jẹ́. Màá ṣe program fún gbogbo yín lórí platform yẹn gbogbo tẹ sọ pátápátá ọdún sẹ́yìn síbi. Wọ́n sọ lẹ́yìn àwọn tó máa ṣe mítìn lálẹ́ ìdá kí ló ń gún ẹ̀yin gàràgàrà. Kò ní dá fáwọn tó bí ẹ rìkọ́ọ̀dì tí mo sọ ẹ̀ kò ní dá fáwọn tó bí ẹ rìpọ́ọ̀tì ní padà. Kí ló ń ṣe bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn kí ló ń ṣe bọ́ọ̀lù. Àní kò ní dá fáwọn tó bí ẹ ló sọ pé kì ló sọ̀rọ̀ rìkọ́ọ̀dì kò sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé kò tí ní ìdí medical attention àbí kankan ṣé ò ní ìdí láti lọ rí dókítà. Àwọn tó bí ẹ wọ́n máa dé. Ó dalẹ̀ tó bá dalẹ̀ orí pátápátá àti nọ́mbà yín máa tó bá náà kó òkun nílẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ló ń fara ìbàlẹ̀ kí ló ń ṣe é báyìí kí ló ń ṣe é. Ẹ̀yin bàbá òṣèlú tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo yóò lè jáde ọmọ mi ní jáde ń pariwo ẹ̀sẹ̀ pé gbogbo ṣe ń sọ. Ìṣètìmọ̀ àti àwọn pé àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ wa wọ́n ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn èèyàn sí ọ̀dọ̀ wa. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ṣé ni mo fúlàní gbogbo ìlànà tẹ̀ ń pariwo ní kọ́ni lórí fáàpù. Nǹkan tó ń sọ ò make sense mọ́ náà you are losing it you are losing it you are losing it kóòkì. Ẹgbẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ìbàbọ̀ òṣì ẹ̀yin elders burúkú wọ́n ní ká máa respect ara nínú òmìnir ẹ̀yin ọmọ inú yẹn ń dájú pé ẹ̀ ń dìde. Àgbà ń tún àdìpọ̀ rẹ̀ tó ò gbọ́ràn mọ́ ò gbọ́ràn. Máa kọ̀rẹ́ sí ní kọ̀ọ̀bà ẹlọ kọ̀rẹ́ àwọn bàbá yín àtẹ̀yìn àwọn ìgbàgbé ẹgbẹ́ sínú ìkẹlẹ̀ kọ̀rẹ́ máa kọ̀rẹ́ sí. Máa kọ̀rẹ́ sí màmá tó bí mi lọ́mọ ọdún máa kọ̀rẹ́ sí mi. Òun dójú sí màmá ẹ̀ òun dójú sí màmá ẹ̀ fẹ́ kó màmá ẹ̀ sí wàhálà. Shut up, you stupid man. Ẹ̀yin ẹgbẹ́ pastor. Ó dalẹ̀ fún bá dalẹ̀ wàá pàdé mi lórí program náà máa.
Are these the caliber of people that will run a whole nation? Is this what they've bargained for in Yoruba nation? This is just a taste of the iceberg. Guys, I got frustrated when the agitation for a Yoruba nation then became a competition to quench Koiki, according to the information I was given, went inside many of those areas. We posted our campaign of 1st October last year in Peckham and then started destroying those posters. Here is another case. It's now gotten to a situation whereby they're now calling Yoruba agitators to come and swear on Ogun. In a Zoom conference. Is this the type of a nation that you want to build? Was this the way our forefathers, our founding fathers, laid the foundation for independence and presented it to the British Parliament? The answer is no. When I saw it coming, and I said, Yoruba nation is becoming a farce. F-A-R-S-E. That's just one. Listen to this again. It's not
Yoruba nation. Of Yoruba nation. Ṣèbẹ́ Yorùbá lẹ sọ ìpàdé oúnjẹ fún ara wọn. Báwo ni Yorùbá pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation bó ṣe lọ ń gbé àwọn lọ sí court? Lójú ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà tẹ́wà nínú Yorùbá nation. Ṣebí kan tá a sọ ni a fẹ́ ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà yìí sẹ́. Ọlọ́run kí ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà yìí bá sì jókòó lé wa lórí bí ìgbà tá a wà nù Nàìjíríà ni. Lẹ́yìn bàbá Akíntóyè àfẹ́yìn àgbàlagbà yìí sẹ́. Yes, kí ni iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe fún wa? Kí ni purpose position tẹ̀ wà? Advisor lásẹ̀kẹ̀ jẹ́. Advisor lásẹ̀kẹ̀ jẹ́. Ẹ fún àwọn young ones ní chance tí wọ́n ní energy. Tọ́pọ̀lọ wọn sì jí.
This is the Yoruba nation.
Tí wọ́n ṣì wà jíjà kí ṣe ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà tẹ́ pé ẹ smart mọ́ ẹ wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ṣe wá ẹni ẹ̀yin Yorùbá nation ẹni náírà Yorùbá nation ó ṣẹ̀yìn.
This is.
Wọ́n bẹ̀ yín ẹgbà ẹ lọ tì mọ́lé ṣé criminal case ní tẹ́mi lọ tì mọ́lé àbọ̀ ṣìwò lẹ́ ń ṣe yìí. Ó ṣíwọ́ lẹ́yìn àgbàlagbà yìí ṣe iná.
Yoruba nation.
Gbogbo yín lójú. Àwọn òfọ́sẹ́ ni mọ́. Yes. Ó ń da mídíà rú. Yes. Àfẹ́ òsẹ́ni. Àtàwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n sẹ́ni nínú mídíà. Tí wọ́n ṣe yàmàyàmá. Tó jẹ́ pé ìtọ́ funfun ló tú síta tí wọ́n di dídú sínú. Iṣẹ́ táwa ti ṣe bọ̀ go to 3 years.
Are this the caliber of people you want to hand over a whole nation to? I'm just asking.
And Yoruba nation, not to go back to Tilo Timole. Shoji Aloni, a Boshi one in Baba in Shena. Talala dájọ́ lè mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin dáadáa Yorùbá nation ló máa lé yín kúrò.
Are this the caliber of individuals? The youths.
Àfọ́sẹ́ni kẹ́yẹ òsẹ́ni ó di wàhálà. Because olórí burúkú lẹ́yìn dá wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ náà. Ọmọ kékeré oníjẹkújẹ ní.
I saw the problems coming.
Ẹ̀yin dẹ́ smart ọ̀rọ̀ ẹrú lẹ́ ń sọ. Campaign ẹrú lẹ́ ń ṣe. Agitator ẹrú lẹ́ ń ṣe. Argument ẹrú lẹ́ argue. Ẹ̀yin dẹ́ smart. Ẹ̀yin dẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yamayama. Ẹ̀wọ̀ àwọn tó fẹ́ lé lead the Yoruba nation. Ẹ wo wọn, ẹ wo yín. Ẹ wo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa dàrú. Ẹ wo bọ́wọ́ ṣe bá lé ayé ń jẹ́. Ẹ má fọwọ́ sí central account. Òmìnira account pẹ̀lú rescue account ní ká fọwọ́ sí.
Money making exercise.
Òbí lẹ́ni mi ni àwọn bàbá yẹn kó yẹn jẹ ni. O tó rí central account làwọn bàbá yẹn jẹ jókòó lọ́takú. Kí ló sẹ́ni ṣe fún wa? Òsẹ́ni tó ẹgbẹ́ bọ̀ ní tíṣà ni. Òsẹ́ni tó ẹgbẹ́ Tinubu ló jà fún. Òsẹ́ni tó ń downgrade Yorùbá nation. Indirectly. Reaction àwọn statement jẹ ni. Àwọn ò fẹ́ Òsẹ́ni. Àwọn ò fẹ́ Òsẹ́ni. Adẹ̀málé Òsẹ́ni. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ tẹ̀lé sẹ́ni lọ nínú ikó tẹ̀lé lọ. Ìjọ tí bàbá Èkìtì ní problem ẹ̀yìn lọ fún labour pẹ́ suspend ìtàgì. Àtijọ́ta nípa apá àfẹ́ Òsẹ́ni. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bí agijì ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó gbọ́? Ẹ yọ Òsẹ́ni fún wa. Ẹ yọ Òsẹ́ni fún wa. Ẹ yọ Òsẹ́ni fún wa. Tẹ́ ẹ bá yọ Òsẹ́ni fún wa, yín náà ní ní sinmi.
By the way, I don't belong to any of their group.
Ní ní sinmi. Yorùbá nation. Ẹ lọ tún ti Yorùbá nation ẹgbẹ́ wa mọ́lé. Ẹ̀yin wọ́n sọ pé ẹ̀yin wọ́n ṣe Yorùbá nation. Politician ni olófò ní gbogbo yín. A máa lé gbogbo yín. A máa lé gbogbo yín. Àti àwọn agitator tó wà láàrin yín tẹ̀ ń lò. A máa lé gbogbo yín gbẹ̀yìn. Àwọn ẹ̀yẹ bọ̀dá pò. Ẹ máa wo ẹ̀wò òṣì tẹ̀ ń ṣe. Ẹ wo bá ṣe ń gbé lọ́wọ́ títà yìí fà wá sẹ́yìn. Torí ọgbọ́n kúkú ọgbọ́n òwèrè ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń lọ́pọlọ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ smart. Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ mọ́ history Nàìjíríà. Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ mọ́ purpose Nàìjíríà.
Wow.
Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ mọ́ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè dá láyé láyé. Àdúrà ò lè túnṣe.
Èèyàn kọ́ léyìn ọmọ history Nigeria, you hear that?
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wọ́n tẹ́ wọ́n lọ́pìlì gbàdá èpè náà máa gbé níṣẹ́ èpè náà gbé níṣẹ́ èyí tó ní yóò pé ẹ̀yin àgbà òfò àtọmọdé òṣì ẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹn ṣe bá ẹ wo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń da Yorùbá nation rú tẹ́ ẹ gba àwọn politician láyè bàbá Kíndóyè ẹ̀ sún bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ní gírò. Ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá. Yes. Àti bàbá Adéníran. Bàbá Kíndóyè lè dàgbàlagbà kí bàbá Adéníran tún dàgbàlagbà. Ọmọdé la fẹ́ mẹ́. Yes. Kí bàbá Adéníran lọ dàgbàsà. Yes. Gbogbo ẹnu bọ́ mi sọ. Akíndóyè lè jarúgbó. Kẹ́ni tó tẹ̀lé Akíndóyè kó tún jarúgbó. Kò make sense.
Alhaji Oshuolade Alakufo. You said, Baba, this is old. They sort it out, please. Old. Okay, what about, when Alhaji Oshuolade Alakufo, remember I came out and I said, oh, what is Bisi Onitiri Abiola looking for in Yoruba nation? Abiola was part and parcel of the corrupt system. The corrupt system that Abiola was part and parcel of paid him back in his own coin. There are so many things wrapped around Abiola's secrets that you don't know. Abiola has got secrets. Okay? When Bisi Onitiri was making money that Abiola was helping to loot because he had access to power and those that are in power. And when Bisi Onitiri was readily dating MKO Abiola, the Bisi Onitiri ever saw the problems that Abiola was creating through his working mechanism and messing up the system through stealing. Abiola, yes, he was a businessman, but Abiola funded many of the military coups. A good friend, bosom friend of Ibrahim Babangida. when the son of no man was suffering. Many of you probably did not know when Abiola paid a visit to Yaba College of Technology, and one of the students, he was there to deliver a lecture, and one of the students of Yaba College of Technology in 1979 accused Abiola of wrecking Nigeria. Abiola called for the student to meet him, and guess what? Settled the student. Did Abiola advise or said emphatically to all those government from Murtala Mohammed that he was a beneficiary of to build robustly institutions that will enhance and equip future Nigerians? No, he never did. Let's call a spade a spade. Let us assume Abiola was given the mandate, Alhaji Oshuolade Alakufo. Let's call a spade a spade. What if Abiola was given that mandate of June of 1993, 93 Hope, and the likes of Dupe Onitiri made several billions because she was a girlfriend to MKO at the time? Do you think right now Bisi Onitiri Abiola will come out and then say, oh, I want to fight for Yoruba nation? It's because she doesn't have any money. Abiola's money is not filtering through down to anyone via Kola Abiola anymore. Are you now telling me that they've not, from Bisi Onitiri's group, which I know they are group, is Yoruba nation not all about money? It is about money. Alhaji Oshuolade Alakufo, you are saying, you said, I will call a spade a spade. Are these the caliber of people that you want to hand over a whole nation to? And you are telling me, oh, they've sorted it out. How many times do you want me to come on air to say, how many diaspora account? Remember Mayegun? Kilo ṣe fún Mayegun ní Scotland. Trailer gba àárín wọn kọjá. Mayegun náà lálé wọn. Mayegun sọ pé àwọn bàbá òfò. Ǹjẹ́ kí Mayegun tún gbẹnu lọ síbẹ̀, because I want Mayegun as well, even on my show, to say, ìwọ o máa tó tẹ̀. Let me tell you exactly what I feel. Rather than go through this mess. In fact, wait. Let me see this. I got this as well.
Carol. Ẹ káàsán, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ káalẹ́. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, ọmọ ológo, gbogbo ọmọlúàbí aládé.
No, it is not this. I think it is actually this one. I think it is this one. Let me play you this one. Listen to this.
The only way that in my law only pay that prepare mind for everything. I have not asked anybody because of Babonawa soldier Telori Buruku. I mention your name again, David Adeniro. I'm not scared of any fucking one of you. Unlike your Miko Ekimoje, Bobo to Sapata no Eshe Koribe Mugo, Bobo not so for me. But what I'm saying is, we will defend ourselves. Money better by declare Yoruba nation. And the right, we just pass up to so again. And every right, Latiko, weapon wale, Latifi defend territory. Is that not what I've said? Money and every right. British government, listen, one, they allow the territory could be invaded by terrorists. When we declare Yoruba nation, we will harm everyone that needs to be harmed so that we will defend that territory. That is all I've said. And if that is BNU, to not suffer Igbowo, to not suffer Abakitoyi, any surely in Musobu Pata, or Layomiko Ikinosoro of Koiki Media. More.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? What could have possibly gone wrong? This is new. Let me play this once again for you.
The only way that in my law only pay that prepare mind for everything. I have not asked anybody because of Babonawa soldier Telori Buruku. I mention your name again, David Adeniro. I'm not scared of any fucking one of you. Unlike your Miko Ekimoje, Bobo to Sapata no Eshe Koribe Mugo, Bobo not so for me. But what I'm saying is, we will defend ourselves. Money better by declare Yoruba nation. And the right, we just pass up to so again. And every right, Latiko, weapon wale, Latifi defend territory. Is that not what I've said? Money and every right. British government, listen, one, they allow the territory could be invaded by terrorists. When we declare Yoruba nation, we will harm everyone that needs to be harmed so that we will defend that territory. That is all I've said. And if that is BNU, to not suffer Igbowo, to not suffer Abakitoyi, any surely in Musobu Pata, or Layomiko Ikinosoro of Koiki Media. More.
Is this the Yoruba nation that you all want to move into? That is what is currently happening. What is the difference between everyone that is behaving like a thug? What is the difference between them and MC Oluomo? And you honestly think the world will fold their arms and they hear this kind of things and they will want to hand a whole nation to such groups? It's not possible. They probably will be classified as terrorists in due course. Again, independence was negotiated with dialogues and presentations. Episode 200 of The Bleeding Edge is exactly what we are treating today. Ladies and gentlemen, the time in London is 17:26. Today is Saturday, the 24th day of the 9th month of September 2022. Yes, guys, I thought that Koiki said he was Sunday Igboho's spokesman. See, I've never seen it in my entire whole life where a spokesperson can begin to insult his principal, his or her principal. See, I am very worried. And what I have decided, and perhaps I'm going to opt out to, I will tell you. With this caliber of people, milking people, collecting money from people, left, right, and center, in the name of Yoruba nation, and gullible people who are not well educated enough and who are not enlightened enough fall into their trap by giving them money and donating money to them on a constant basis. Constantly. Those are the ones I pitied, because the Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. The reason is because they're not knowledgeable, and as such, they are perishing. Let me tell you. What I am going to settle for eventually is, I feel that Nigeria will be reconfigured. And I believe if it is reconfigured, it will be reconfigured based on the old regional formation of Western region, Midwest, Eastern region, and Northern region. I streamed a show over a year ago to which I enlightened some of you that there is a group called the Eminent Elders Forum. And what the Eminent Elders Forum are advocating for, the group comprises of politicians, businessmen, think tanks from both the Southwest, the Midwest, the Southeast, and the North together. Is that rather than conduct an election in 2023, INEC should conduct a referendum to see which of those regions would like to be part and parcel of Nigeria, or which ones will want to opt out of the federating unit. And I think I bought into that agenda without any shadow of doubt. I bought into it. And if you may ask me, why have I taken such a draconian steps? The reason is because if Nigeria is returned to the old regional formation, this will eliminate the likes of thugs and rogues marauding themselves as agitators, basically. It will eliminate everyone, because if we are to go by the presentation put forward by the Eminent Elders Forum, Western region will be handed over to responsible individuals, Democrats, technocrats, and the educationists, if we may put it that way, and not all these riffraffs talking nonsense all over the social media airspace. For me, I am sorry. I will say it and I will confirm to you that a full-fledged Yoruba agitation is now a farce. It can never be realized, not in a lifetime. There is the probability that the country can be reconfigured, and Britain, like it or not, will play an active role to reconfigure Nigeria the way they had initially planned the nation. Episode 200. 2 hours and 56 minutes, almost 57 minutes. Guys, tomorrow is another day with Kasim. Join us in the studio, 6 o'clock London time. By this time tomorrow, yes, we will be getting ourselves prepared for the stream. And you will have, if you join us, you will have the opportunity as well to be a partaker, contribute in your own small little way. Narada Franklin, thank you. Louis Peter, thank you. Dalanijo Juwon, yes, good afternoon to you. Adeniji George Uyibanjo, yes, let's post your comment. You said this is terrible because these boys are just irresponsible people that hide under the influence of Yoruba nation without proper nurturing. Yes, I think we've taken that. Thank you for that. If you're my Wombodo, thank you so much for your time as well. Guys, thank you so much. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock. It's not going to be the usual Bleeding Edge series. It will be an audience, hashtag audience, an audience with Kasima Febua, hashtag Nigerian politics, hashtag Niger politics. Thank you guys for coming to watch the stream. Please like our Facebook page, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, and then click the bell icon so that anytime we come live, you will be alerted the moment we're live on the stream. Until tomorrow, when that date will come up, take good care of yourselves, and I hope to see you in good spirit. Thank you for watching the stream. Keep cool and don't drink excessively. Take good care of yourselves. Until next time, God bless you. Good night.